Hello everyone, you've probably already seen the poll. Today we're going to be making skill checks proc constantly by using Freddy.
No, I'm not, you moron.
Why is Doctor not on here? He's got a whole build dedicated to difficult skill check. I mean, doesn't Doctor have built-in difficult skill check? Yo, where's my boy Doctor at? Doctor! Well, why wouldn't it be Doctor? Where Doctor? Doctor, your polls have been off recently, bud. Today we're going to be taking a look at skill checks. Specifically, how often can we make them proc and how mean can they be? Part 1. Many skill checks. Skill checks are calculated with a base percentage chance every second. This base chance varies depending on the action being performed. For generators, it's 8%. For self-care healing, it's 10.5%. For medkit self-healing, it's 12.5%. And for altruistic healing, that is any healing done on another player, it's 15%. Completing a great skill check grants 50 blood points. And succeeding a great skill check grants 300 blood points and a 1% progression bonus for repairing and 150 blood points and a 5% progression bonus for healing. Whereas failing a skill check will pause the action for 3 seconds and result in losing 10% progression. So how can we increase these chances? The killer perk, Unnerving Presence, increases the chance of triggering skill checks by 10%, and the survivor perk, Spine Chill, increases this chance by a further 10% when being looked at by the killer. The medkit add-on, Needle and Thread, and Surgical Suture increase these odds further by 10% and 15% respectively. That means that the highest chance of triggering a skill check that we can give to players is 21.75% when healing other players. For other actions, putting the medkit add-on increases aside, we get 9.6% on repairing generators, which is an average of 7.68 skill checks per solo gen repair, and 12.6% when self-healing with self-care, which is an average of 4 skill checks. These averages are worthless, because that's not how randomness works, but I thought it would still be cool to calculate that and point that out. Finally, we have self-healing with a medkit, which would take the add-ons into account, so that's 18.125%. Part 2. Making skill checks mean. Unnerving Presence reduces skill check success zones by 60%. Huntress Lullaby increases the regression penalty by 6%. And, for each Survivor Hook event, a token is gained. And, at 1 to 4 tokens, the time between the skill check warning sound and the skill check appearing is increased. While at 5 tokens, no skill check warning sound plays at all. Freddy has the best add-ons for skill checks, with his blue dress offering a slight increase of regression penalty when failing a skill check, here meaning 4%. And his green dress add-on also adding a slight increase to regression penalty, once again meaning 4%. So that's 60% smaller success zones and a total regression penalty of 11.4%. A 1.4% change. Unless it's additive, of course, which would make it a 14% change. Not 100% sure on this one, sorry. Now, just for the sake of showing things off, Spine Chill also reduces success zones by 10%. Here is how that looks in game. Right, ready up, copies.
What if I don't?
Well, I'll get Halsey to come do it instead. You
No.
prick. Yeah?
No,
Yeah? I will.
No.
Whoa.
I didn't.
I need to be in... Also, I'm not getting Unnerving Presence. And that's because you don't have a terror radius because you're Freddy. Ha! Wasn't that exciting? There you have it. That is the meanest set of skill checks, the highest probability of proccing a skill check, and also Doctor. Thank you. If you hadn't pointed that out to me, I would have not thought to take Doctor, and I would have just been like, oh, I guess Unnerving Presence isn't going to work. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and like and all that stuff. Hey, I have a Patreon now. I'm going to end YouTube membership at the end of this month, and I'm going to shift over to Patreon. Link right there at the bottom of the screen. But in the meantime, I would like to thank these wonderful people for one last time. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm going to read out everyone's name. One last time, I read out your name. Thanks to Merciless Cheeseburger, Just a Pigeon, Lewis Hernan, Frankie, Becky, Funk Sometimes, Santi Gamer, Alfonso R, Rissin, Pinato, Jelly Kid, Caden Ballard, Bunny Chew, Pokemon, Spikio Pro, Josh Archer, Alia E, and Cooj. And also, thank you to my only patron so far, Just a Pigeon. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Go into the basement of the house and just kill everything, please. Just go. Oh no! Dan! Dan! Dan!